Hello children, welcome to Ablon Public at Home. Today's topic is natural vegetation and wildlife. So in previous class, children, I told you about natural vegetation and wildlife's first part. In first part, I told you about forest and the types of forest: tropical evergreen forest, temperate evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, Mediterranean regions, vegetation, and coniferous forest, that is of two types: coniferous forest and snow covered coniferous forest. So in second part today we'll learn about grasslands and bushy shrubs. So before start this chapter, now let's learn some good habits. So wash your hands before and after meal. It's a good habit, children, as we know that we all should be clean and neat and tidy. It helps us to be healthy and live a good healthy life. So always use to wash your hands before and after meal and make it a habit. Now come on our topic. So today we will discuss about grasslands and shrubs. So here grasslands are of two types, like tropical grasslands and temperate grasslands. So these occur on either side of the equator and extend till the tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. The grass can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. So savanna grasslands of Africa are of this type of grasslands. And here we can find elephants, zebras, giraffes, deer, leopards are common in tropical grasslands. Next is temperate grasslands. So these grasslands are found in the mid latitudinal zones and in the interior part of the continents. So usually grass here is short and nutritious. Wild buffaloes, bisons, antelopes are common in the temperate regions. These are the common animals in these regions. So in grasslands, they grow in regions that receive moderate rainfall. Nor so, neither so high nor so less. These are grasslands. So next is thorny bushes. So these are found in the dry desert, like tropical deserts are located on the western margins of the continent. So the climate of the tropical deserts is very hot and dry. The vegetation cover is scarce here because of scanty rain and scorching heat. So these located along the western margins of the continents, and the plants usually have thorns instead of leaves to prevent water loss. For example, cacti, brittle bush, two plants are that you can find here easily here. So here is a question: name some of the common animals of the desert which you have learnt earlier, that you can see in the deserts. So the common animals that can survive in extreme heat and can go without food and water for longer durations are found here, like camels and scorpions also. Next is polar regions. Children, if you reach the polar region, you will find the place extremely cold. The growth of natural vegetation is very less here, very limited here. Only mosses, lichens, and very small shrubs are found here. It grows during the very short summer. This is called tundra type of vegetation. And this vegetation is found in the polar areas of Europe, Asia, and North America. The animals have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the cold climatic conditions. Seal, walruses, musk oxen, Arctic owl, polar bear, and snow foxes are some of the animals found here. So, on these polar regions, the animals have thick fur and thick skin to protect themselves from the cold climatic conditions, and that is why only some animals can survive there. So polar bears and snow foxes can also survive there. So these are the some important points of polar regions and grasslands, tropical grasslands and temperate grasslands, thorny bushes. So now revise this concept and try to complete exercise and question answers related to the topic. Thank you.